Good morning, my friends. This is September the 28th, and this is a birthday reading for those people born on this date. This is a reading for the year, and this is a four-card pull, a general energy card for the year, a challenge you might face this year, an action you can take to stay in balance, and an outcome or synopsis card of what this is all about. So, what is the general energy card of the year? Well, it is the comic for you. So this talks about, I think easygoing, light-hearted, lifting yourself, lifting others up through the ability to see things from afar, get a better understanding of really what's happening, and offer up, lightheartedness, understanding that helps people to see themselves easier. That brings through puns or through whatever work is your comic medium, a lightness of spirit and an ease in situations. And for you, the comic often comes there out of a sense of working through your own turmoil, through your own pain, and coming to a better place on it. Often, the comics are considered genius, I think, in a lot of ways, because they're so able to see from afar and see from above and craft something that really moves people in positive ways if one can find that that joy, that happiness, that easygoing, that spirit inside of him. So this is a year of looking for that, being that the best you can, looking for that comic that can part of self that can rise above something and see it from a better and a different vantage point that will give you more of an ease and more of an understanding and more of a grasp on what is happening to you. So what is your challenge, specific challenge for September 28th, people? Well, it's the Four of Discs. And the Four of Discs is often about creating a physical place, a physical castle, a physical home, a physical business that allows you to open your doors when you want to open your doors, but close your doors when you need to close your doors. They allow you to bring in who you wish to bring in and keep out who you do not wish to bring in. So that sense of creating something that is a foundation that allows you to control the flow of how much you present to society at any given time and how much you present to yourself as your sense of retreat. So that is your challenge, to have, I think, a door that you feel like you can close and control at your own will. Who's controlling your door and not letting you find peace? And why don't you have control over your own doors this year on some level that allows you to shut off and go into your sanctuary to heal and feed and nurture yourself. You can't, if you're the comic, maybe you're on stage, maybe you can't seem to shut off the comic part of yourself, and you can't get away from your persona, you can't get away from your act, you can't get away from your audience, and you need to possibly take a break, take a retreat, and honor yourself, because you need a little relaxation, you need a little healing, you need a little privacy, you need a little containment. So, what is the action you can take? Well, who does a better containment job than the bear? They pretty much hang out by themselves. They're really strong in their boundaries. Nobody messes with a bear. They'll hang out with their cubs for a couple years and then kick them out. They go off by themselves. They go into deep meditations in the winter. They come out groggy and they slather some OSHA on themselves and perk themselves up for another robust year of eating. Everything omnivore, tasting life and being themselves. So that's the action you can take this year if you can do it. get into your meditation, get into your privacy, get into your nurturing of yourself, sleep a little bit more when you need to sleep, eat what you need to eat, allow yourself to go through your cycles. Maybe just really spending some glorious time by yourself is good. But overall, is there somebody standing in your way? So that's what this card is. The last card, synopsis card. This is an old this is an old somebody who stands in your way. This is an old somebody who stood in your way, and that person still stands there. And maybe they're standing there with, a judgmental finger wagging at you. Maybe this is a mother or a father. Maybe this is some kind of, quote, subordinate who reprimanded you and blocked your way, or like you felt like they blocked your way. Maybe this is somebody who has fed you a lot of negativity about yourself, and the way that you learned how to cope was to become the comic. And to heal your own pains, you rose above those blockages that someone else put in your way. And you recognized that they weren't your own blockages. They were somebody else's blockages who probably felt blocked themselves, and that's why they carry them with them. So you're doing a lot of healing work for a family line or a cultural line. You're looking at why you have felt blocked to do some of the things you wish to do, but somebody felt like they stood in their way. So who is standing in your way of taking care of yourself? Who is saying you need to have your door open all the time and not get rest? I think that's the person inside of yourself, or maybe outside of yourself, that you need to be the bear to. You need to stand up strong in yourself, state your boundaries, and say, don't mess with me. I'm the bear and I'm going into hibernation. I'm going to take care of myself, and you can guilt and shame me all you like, but that's your own problem and your own stuff to deal with. I need this, I am worth this, and I am roaring to get my way and set my boundaries, and I'm closing my door to you and finding my retreat, and I'm going to heal myself so that I can be the loving comic that I know that I am, and I can help people to aspire to higher realms and greater understandings by presenting a higher version, a greater understanding of pain and trauma that we all have to go through. The comic can be the genius, universal healer that heals the world one pun at a time. So, blessed be to your journey this year. Blessed be to your journey. Great comic. Aho.